Chapter 3, The Most Horrible First Day. I snuck out of the house with my baseball cap on and walked to the bus stop with my jacked-up hairline covered. I stood quietly next to Jordan, and it wasn't long before we had something to say. "You never wore a hat to school before, J.D.," he said, as he knocked my hat off to the ground, sending a puff of red Mississippi dirt when it landed. "Whoa," he said as soon as he saw my head. "What happened to your hair? Your hairline looks like LeBron James." "My mom did it," I said. "It's okay, though. I'm going to get it fixed." "By who?" "I know you don't have any money to go to the barber shop. You don't even have money to pay Nana for a haircut," Jordan said, rubbing it. The rider's who only got rougher when Jordan took my hat and tossed it around the bus, and even more kids saw my hairline. I pulled out my notebook and started to draw pictures of comic book characters and cartoons. I would usually draw the entire Marvel universe over and over, but today's teasing's calling for something more complicated, like Lego Batman. My art was awarded winning once I got third in a competition for a sketch of a bass fish. It was still hanging up on the wall in the Meridian Mall. "JD's hair looks worse than Kevin Durant's," Xavier said, smacking my notebook closed. "Yeah, JD, you look better with your braids." The comment came from a girl named Jessica. Jessica was always sat with my friends and me at lunch because she was one of the Pee Wee football team with us. She wore her hair in ponytails, twists, and her nails were always painted different cool colors, and designed every week. Sometimes while we ate, we'd look at YouTube videos on our phone. I always wanted to watch Barber channels. Jessica was also Vanessa's friend from kids, track and field, and she wasn't just on the team, she was the star. Jessica anchored the boy and girls 4x100 relay team, so that meant she was faster than everybody. She was so good, she got to run with 10 and 11-year-olds. Sometimes she would come over to my house and paint Vanessa's nails. "My mom wants me to look like Flojo when I run my races," she told me. "Flojo is my hero. I'll watch YouTube videos of her. I'm going to start uploading videos of my own races soon, and maybe videos of me doing other kids' nails." I wasn't exactly sure who Flojo was, but when I asked my mom, she said Flojo was amazing track star and her hero too. Even Jessica's last name, Fleet, made her sound like a born athlete. It was so embarrassing to hear her say something bad about my hair. But if I had to be honest, I was used to being teased. My clothes and my shoes were hand-me-downs from my aunt and my uncle in North Carolina. They had kids a bit older than me and mailed a box of my cousin's used clothes every time the weather changed, so I was always out of style. Before, my hair was the only thing no one made fun of. We finally pulled up to Douglas Elementary, and the longest bus ride ever. Nothing had changed about it from the year before. Everything about Douglas was old. Our dusty old school books nearly fell apart. The stairs creaked when you stepped on them. One time a kid almost fell through them. We had to change classes at every subject, and although I tried to keep my hat on in between, every teacher told me I had to take it off when I sat down at my desk. So all morning, different groups of kids, all ages, would come in and cracking in. "Yeah, your hair looks a mess. JD's mom cuts his hair." Jordan could always get the other kids to pipe down if he went too far, but Jordan was never in class with me because I was in honors classes. He could be too, but I think he filled in the wrong bubbles on multiple choice tests on purpose. I knew I could meet up with Jordan again at lunch, and maybe the lunch ladies would let me keep my hat on while I ate. No such luck. Because Mom was still a student, I qualified for free lunch. School didn't offer the most exciting food in the world, but since it was the first day, there was pizza and tater tots. "JD, good to see you're back in school," Miss Carroll said. She was the lunch lady with a close-cropped gray haircut. She smiled and scooped up a handful of tater tots for me. "Now take the hat off. You know it's not allowed." Unbelievable. As I made my way to the lunch table to sit next to Jordan, it seemed as if the whole world was slowly down and everyone was looking at my hair. The first thing I noticed when I sat down between Jordan and Xavier was all new Marvel character lunch boxes. The few times a year my mom packed my lunch, it was always in a brown bag. The food inside is the same, isn't it? My granddad responded whenever I tried to complain. Sitting between Jordan and Xavier, I quietly put a piece of pizza into my mouth. I wasn't in the mood to say much to anyone. Jessica sat across from me. I won my race against this weekend, JD, Jessica said. I'm going to be the best wide receiver our team has ever seen. I bet you're right, I replied. I'm still getting used to switching from offense to defense. It's probably better for you not to get hit all the time, she said. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Jessica brought out the newest edition of Spider-Man. Last year, she was Gwen Stacy for Halloween. She started to read the comic and then stopped, looking up at me. You know, JD, you should let Xavier's dad cut your hair next time, she said. I like how his hair looks. Jordan and Xavier couldn't stop laughing. It was going to be every day of the third grade. I knew I wasn't going to be able to take it. I needed a plan. And maybe my mom's box of hair supplies could help. Hey guys, once again, thanks for joining me for Chapter 3, The Most Horrible Day. I don't know if you guessed it, but it's Mr. Bowen. Thanks guys for joining me. Hope you guys enjoy another chapter and make sure you guess the guest reader. All right, have a great day.